Midnight Madness descending on City National Arena once again here tonight. The San Diego State Aztecs and the UNLV Skating Rebels doing battle after dark. I'm UNLV hockey play-by-play commentator Dominic Lavoie, fresh off of a flight back from New York City, back in time for this late night action. But enough about me. We're going to take a look at last night's highlights before we get into anything going on here tonight. Last time San Diego State was in this building to play UNLV, the Aztecs got whacked 16-0 back on December 8th of 2022. But on Thursday, the Aztecs started out nice and showing UNLV they don't want to play no games like Big Sean is Gavin O'Brien, getting this puck in transition all alone in the shot, beat Zach Wixon to open up the scoring. But the Rebels would turn it into gear in the second period. A mess out front and the puck kicks out to Max Johnson, who fires a rebound home and ties the game up. In the third period now, Alec Johnson from the point fires a snapshot and it's tipped home by Mason Kelly. That goal puts UNLV ahead. Kelly won't go away, though. Shortly thereafter, this rebound kicks right to his tape, and he puts her home while almost takes a little dipsy-daisy in his celly. 3-1 Rebels. And just like that Luke Combs song, "Oh Lord, when it rains, it pours," David Lenzen in his first game of the year puts home another goal for the Rebels. 4-1. And to wrap things up here, Max Johnson would record his second of the night to make it 5-1, and Luke Burke would finish the job and make it a 6-1 final score. The Rebels stay perfect at home.
Midnight Madness, it's one of the games every year you circle on the calendar, you go from there, and, it won't take much to fire these guys up, and, they'll be ready to play and put on a show for the crowd.
And it's Midnight Madness. You're taking a look at the specialty jersey the Skating Rebels are going to be wearing, and if you ever want to get your hands on this jersey, well, we got you covered here at UNLV Hockey. If you go ahead and visit the link or the QR code right there on your screen, you can go ahead and bid on our silent auction. You can bid on any player's jersey you like, your favorite player, your least favorite player, what have you. You can go and get a piece of UNLV Rebel hockey history tonight. Auction will be closing later on this weekend, but it's also Greek night here at City National Arena. The fraternities, the sororities out in full force here tonight. They're tailgating outside as we're showing you video from earlier tonight. Everyone's out in full force, and to say the least, Greek Life's excited to be out supporting UNLV hockey.
It's so awesome for all of us to be together, for all the sororities and fraternities to be as one Greek family, and yeah, I'm super excited to go to the game. Honestly, we're just here to support everyone. They always come and support us, so just returning the favor, and obviously we love watching hockey. It's the midnight game. We have to come out and show out.
Well, that'll go ahead and wrap it up for this brief edition of the Skating Rebels preview show, a midnight edition at that. Stay with us, get your coffee, get your energy drinks, what have you. Midnight hockey coming right up. That plane, rode an hour taxi from my hotel in Lower Manhattan, got to the airport, got to JFK, as we have the audio back now. Sorry for the technical difficulties there. If you're just joining us, thank you for joining us. As now on the call, myself, Dominic Dubois, joined by Ryan Gilder. Midnight hockey coming up. You saw the pregame. You saw the teams taking the ice. Was just rambling on about my flight. Caught a flight earlier. We're going to take a look really quick here. Limited edition game-worn jerseys. It's a close look before we turn the lights up here at City National Arena. Those are the jerseys UNLV will be wearing tonight. Go ahead and visit the link on your screen or scan that QR code with your mobile device on your screen right there. And go ahead and bid on a piece of hockey history, all game-worn, all limited edition. Bid on your favorite player. Bid on somebody, and you can take home a piece of UNLV hockey history tonight.
Yeah, I might have to go on the stream on my phone, try to take a screenshot of that QR code, bid for myself. That's a really cool jersey there. Gets a game-worn Halloween Midnight Madness jersey as the national anthem's about to begin, Dom, but awesome jerseys.
Will do, Gildy. National anthem coming right up. We're going to hold for a brief break. Starters for UNLV and San Diego State coming right after the anthem. And there's the anthem just after dark. Gildy, it's going to be a very good one.
Yeah.
Let's go to the warm-up interview really quick. I'll let you know.
This is ACHA in a red eye here. A lot of red in the crowd. Both groups have red enough. It's a game that's been taking place at midnight. And we look at the clock right now. It's 12:04, so a little delayed takeoff for the red eye tonight. But UNLV versus SDSU last night, do not let the score fool you. It was very close. It was 1-1 going into the third period. So tonight, don't expect anything different.
Very tight contest indeed, Gildy. Really quickly, you see the puck drop. Liv Watson, Alpha Delta Pi PHC president of the sororities here at UNLV, and Nate Wisley, president of the Las Vegas Fraternity Association at UNLV of Sigma Alpha Mu. And you mentioned 4 past the hour here in Las Vegas now, Robert McCollum's birthday. Ringside reporter AJ Reed had a chance to stand by with him in warm-ups. Go ahead and take a listen.
I'm joined with Robert McCollum. Robert, you're the birthday boy. Are you feeling any older?
Maybe a year wiser. Let's go with that.
Midnight game tonight. What's the excitement level like?
I'm pumped. I'm fired up. All the boys in the room are ready to go, and it's going to be a fun one.
What are you guys expecting from San Diego State tonight?
Another hard game. Came out and played us hard, and that's what we're expecting.
Thank you, Robbie.
Thank you.
Dom and Ryan, back to you guys.
Thank you for that, AJ. Quickly before puck drop happens here, going through the starters. Max Johnson, Bradley Glott, and Cole White, a deadly line this season. The forwards for UNLV. Defenseman Matias Del Monte and Jake Berry between the pipes. Big Vinny Benedetto moving on to San Diego State. We got Mason Brown, Cameron Faraz, their leading scorer, and Patrick Fass on the blue line. We got Braden Mayer and Zachary Struzas, and in between the pipes, Garrett Fuller, just like last night, once again. Gallant and Faraz dig in, and we're underway. Midnight Madness at City National Arena. Thank you all for joining us. Already a big hit at the red line. UNLV imposing their will early. Big crowd on hand here in Summerlin South. Lots of kids from UNLV making the trip, and people are still filing in. It's flipped on out by Mayer. Gets as far as center. Here's Gallant. Swings it to the wing. Johnson lets a shot go. Skips wide. Cole Wyatt plays it back down low. Now around the horn for Johnson. Max Johnson's in on that one. Double teamed by a couple guys in white sweaters. Played down low there for Mayer. Mayer turns it back up. Ice looks. Saucer pass. Gets knifed away by Max Johnson. He'll play that back on for his defenseman. That's Del Monte flipping that one in. Gallant knifes it further. Clearing attempt stopped up by Del Monte. Del Monte looking, feeds one to the slot, kicked away there by Fuller. Here's Del Monte again. Del Monte looking, takes it below the goal line. Del Monte out from below goal line, feeds one on, save made by Fuller again, getting tested early here. Here's Heath Mensch, feeds it out for Cole Wyatt, back down low for Mensch. Mensch looking from below the goal line. Back to Wyatt, one-time drive, blocked in front. That was Caleb Strong, fresh off the bench, trying to turn one on. That gets knifed away and turned back up by Colby Hennessy. Now here's Strong picking this puck up in neutral ice. Strong waiting, ringside wide feed for Burke, gets tipped away, settled down by birthday boy Rob McCollum. McCollum takes that feed from Burke, below the goal line. McCollum dances away from pressure, loses the puck, picked up there by Cathal. Big reverse hit there. Alec Johnson imposing as well. Corey Bertola getting laid out. Shot there, blocked in front. And another hit there. Physicality picking up. Here's Strong again up the right wing boards. Just about 2 minutes gone. Mensch through the center. Feeds to McCollum. McCollum cutting in. He shoots. Pad save made by Fuller. Those big red true pads stealing the bottom of the net, stuffing the birthday boy early. And another big hit. UNLV playing physical. They get into the zone again. Burke on the right wing boards, plays that one up for Alec Johnson, the captain. Over for Jackson Wyatt. Jackson Wyatt chops that one in, picked up there by Rand. Rand feeds it over to Wyatt. Wyatt lets a shot go. Blocker save there by Fuller. Fed out to the slot off the side of the cage. Puck skipping free. Gloved away by Fuller. SDSU takes possession. They're going to turn it back up ice. That's Toby Petrus floating it up. Hunter Mazzillo now around his own cage. Up ice, here's Tristan Rand again. Rand, his pass gets tipped away. Puck race there, Jackson Wyatt. He's gonna win that one against Grigopoulos. Rink wide for Mason Kelly. Kelly now on the right wing boards, dances his way through traffic. Flanders gives chase down low. Flanders plays it back up ice. Wyatt pumps and will play this one down low. Scoops this one back to himself. He's all tied up. Kelly doing battle on the half wall. Just over 3 minutes gone. Rand turns one, misses the net wide. Flanders now loses that puck. Puck played point to point and sent on out by Toby Petrus and sent down the length of the ice. And Gildy just about 3.5 gone. A lot of pace here so far tonight.
Yeah, this is a true home ice advantage for UNLV. The crowd is fully into it. You see its influence of UNLV be a little bit more physical. The crowd's really feeding into the Rebels' energy right now.
UNLV looking for a big hit here. Get the crowd back into it. See it's Del Monte. Bobbles that puck. Keeps possession though. Under siege from a couple Aztecs. Rink wide feed up ice off the stick of Jaden Ness. He'll try and knife that on. It gets stopped up by Barry. Barry now takes us below the goal line as a D-man. Puck gets broken up there by Bellig and played up ice. Here's Mason Brown. Brown gains a red and dumps it cross corner. SDSU will get fresh legs out. Here comes UNLV the other way. Stathopoulos feeds it to the slot, no one home. Stathopoulos plays that one back down low. Trying to stop that one up in his body, skips free from McCollum. McCollum now winding his way down low. Rob McCollum dipping the shoulder, takes it back out for a hot lap there. D-to-D pass, picked away. Alec Johnson mishandles the puck. Settled down at center by McCollum, who flips it off the wall to Stathopoulos. Stathopoulos gets pushed against the glass. That gets sent in by Alec Johnson. UNLV will get changed up. Just under 5 gone now. Errant pass all the way down the ice for an icing, and Gildy, 4:51 gone. And
you talked a little bit about getting off the plane, a little bit jet lagged. Now, normally it's like, let's ease you into it, maybe. You get a little stoppage, 30, 45 seconds into it. Nope.
4 minutes and 51 seconds just straight.
That's the ACHA hockey god saying, hey, Dom, we're going to give you a little bit of a challenge.
Feeling dialed in, though. I got a tea from Dutch Bros Coffee, so we're feeling good. Bradley Gallant wins that draw, but SDSU comes away with possession. That's Corey Bartola. Plays that one in, stopped up behind the cage by Benedetto. Rink wide, touch pass for Gallant. Gallant pulls up, one-time drive by Max Johnson. That gets broken up there by Mayer. Played up, Wyatt breaks that one up. Sickless Mayer. He'll flip that one off the glass and out. Linesman's arm is raised. Play blown dead for an ice.
See, that's how you wanted the game to start there, Tom. But if you look at it, midnight match, it's such a great idea, just great for hockey in general, because college students, let's break it, they're not going to go to bed at midnight on a Friday night
in Vegas.
So they party most Friday nights, and they're like, hey, make one party, don't make multiple, just one midnight match that's perfect. And if you look at the turnout, if you even look at the top, there's not a single seat. The standing room is completely sold out as well.
Standing room only crowd here at City National Arena. Big hit after the whistle. We have our first dust up, and everyone's coming to life here. And they really get into it. Couple of guys going at it. Penalty box doors swing open. That was Drew Gunderson, the Minden, Nevada native, getting sent to his keister. Couldn't really get a number on the UNLV player, but now the crowd back to life here at UNLV.
They're back to life. There's 2 things that are going to get this crowd to, actually 3. A power play is 1, a big hit / scrum / fight is a 2nd, and a goal is, of course, going to be the 3rd. So those 3 things are the keys to getting this crowd rattled up, because if the pace of play is boring, the crowd's not going to get involved. It doesn't matter if there's 1,000, 100,000, or 10 people. It doesn't matter. The crowd's going to get rattled up by big plays just like that.
Still 5 aside, 5.5, and some change gone. UNLV comes away with possession in that neutral zone draw. SDSU still with possession. They put one on into the trapper of Benedetto, and that's SDSU's first shot of the night.
That's their first shot of the night. Not a really good offensive opportunity. UNLV, they're really controlling the pace of play early in this game, and you got to give credit. I know I've given him credit multiple times. That crowd really has rejuvenated this hockey team from last night, where San Diego State, they looked pretty hot to start off the game, but UNLV, they look like, to even start off the game, they look really good.
UNLV's pass is errant, and they have their own first icing of the night, so this will come back 200 feet. 5:52 gone in the first.
Yeah, and if you look at keys takeaways of the game, San Diego State, their goal, quiet the crowd. If they're able to do that, it lets them work a little bit easier. I know that it's not like football where you got to be able to hear everything, but I feel like if you're able to quiet the crowd, it makes the matchups a lot more even. It could be a lot more like last night.
UNLV playing this through neutral ice. There's Caleb Strong. He'll float that one on in. He'll give chase in the corner. Played up ice, SDSU. Under siege. Heath mentioned on the forecheck. There's Burke knifing that one on in. Mensch feeds it to the slot off the skate of Strong. That puck floats out to neutral ice, settled down by Jake Berry in his own end. Up ice, down Monte for Mensch. Here's Mensch. Runs over his man, Mayer. Mayer gives him a shove. Puck skips on to the point. Down Monte, feeds it down low. Here's Mensch again. Just out of his reach, played up ice by Struzis. Puck sent back on in, pad save by Fuller. Struzis under siege by Mensch. Mayer comes in, plays it up, touch pass to Desmarais. His pass floats out of reach, no icing. SDSU has fresh men coming on. Burke spins that one off the kick plate. And in. Delayed offsides for UNLV. They'll tag up. Here's Bellig. Bellig up ice for Fast. Doesn't connect. Now here comes UNLV coming up the other way. That's Nick Flanders. Flanders moving on in. Cuts to the slot. Gets a chopped away. Puck skips just through the blue paint. Flanders feeds that one back to the slot. No joy. Here comes Bertola. Bertola up the left wing, gains his own. Plays blown dead for an offsides.
Yeah, you know, Flanders really wants that first one. Close to gain it there. Also, Robbie, 24 on his
24 on the
24
fourth.
and, yeah.
Matching his number tonight. And AJ Reeder, ringside reporter, wanted us to mention as well. We didn't get to in the pregame, but he did shout out his parents, Lisa and Johnny, out in Thunder Bay. I believe it's just about past 4 in the morning out in Thunder Bay, if I'm correct.
It's 3 hours from right now, so it'll be about 3.
Gloved down by Kelly, shot there, blocked away to the half wall. We'll double check on that one, but no, Lisa and Johnny are watching out in Thunder Bay, as they always do. Tristan Rand takes a man down, no arm up on the official. Here's McCollum, feeds one, rink wide, blocked in front there by Hennigan. He'll settle it down, play it up ice. And McCollum settles it down in his own end. Rink wide, tipped in by Flanders. That's Bellig turning away from pressure. Can't play that one through Flanders. Puck race there, Flanders. Can't knife that one on. There's Bellig again. Plays that one up ice. Big open ice hit at the blue line by McCollum. Absolutely standing up Grigopoulos. And that gets the crowd going a bit there. Icing's waved off. Puck settled down by Abinajar. Off the wall and tipped in. And UNLV trying to break it out here. Cutting back. It's Mazzillo. Mazzillo with time in his own end. Leaves that one on. Gets knifed away. UNLV still pushing the tempo. That was Jackson Wyatt. Leaves that on for Fisher. Fisher takes a check and plays it in. Sent on out by Mayer once again. And Mayer's clear. 200 feet. Whistle dead for an icing. Just under 9 gone in the first.
Yeah, yesterday's game, not a lot of icing until later in the game tonight. Both teams trying to get that stretch pass, trying to get that breakaway opportunity. Neither team's really gotten it so far. UNLV, they've been able to control the puck, but on the negative side, UNLV, they have been able to put it into the back of the net. Fuller, just like last night, doing an excellent job to start off the game.
Face-off won by UNLV. Puck shot over the net. Mazzillo just shoots that one on in. Ness can't settle it down. And here comes SDSU. That's Desmarais. Desmarais can't dance through. Puck's going to be sent on in. Here's Stathopoulos. Gets knocked down at the blue line. Desmarais tries to send it back in. Only gets as far as the blue. Jackson Wyatt can't dance through his man. Played up ice, gets as far as about the blue line, sent on in by Fisher again. And there's Braden Mayer settling it down. Mayer's stretch pass way off the mark for another icing with 10:21 to go. And Gildy, Rob McCollum's mom, Lisa, just sent me a direct message. Saw that notification pop up on my phone when I was trying to verify the time.
Yeah, it should be around
3:19 a.m.
right
in
now,
Thunder Bay. And she said, "Hi, boys. Great job as always. Go Revs." So thank you for the message, Lisa. And thank you and your whole family for watching, as you always do, as that puck gets deflected way up high into the penalty box for another stoppage of play.
A lot of stoppage of plays after that little
Wide
4.5 minute stretch.
Lots and lots of stoppages.
But
Top line out there.
Yeah, there's a line that
UNLV.
can make some damage here. Wyatt, Johnson, and Gallant.
Face-off won by Faraz. Top line versus top line. White picks it off. Shot there from in tight by Johnson. That was Gallant. Excuse me, feeding him from below the goal line. Puck knifed on in. Scooped around, left on for Gallant. He gets a pickpocketed away by Faraz, but he'll get it back. Saucer pass to the left wing boards for Max Johnson. Johnson, rink-wide feed on the tape for Wyatt. On the tape for Gallant, in tight. He scores! And Bradley Gallant gets City National Arena jumping. 1-0 Rebels.
Gotta give credit to two guys there. Of course, Gallant for getting the goal, finding the back of the net. But Cole Wyatt, the top scorer of this team, has his out 18th point. A lot of them by the assist. Unbelievable saucer pass there to Gallant. Gallant making use of the opportunity on the 2-on-1, putting it into the back of net. 1-0 Rebels. Crowd is really getting into it now.
And Gildy, that all starts in the defensive zone. UNLV gets the puck back, and then Gallant springs Max Johnson up the left wing boards. Johnson, rink wide feed to Cole Wyatt on the tape. Cole Wyatt gains a zone, rink wide feed, rewards Gallant right on the tape in tight. Great play overall from that team, and they've been really playing well all season long. UNLV back in the zone, checks being thrown, and they're still in on the forecheck. SDSU trying to break it out. And Mayer finally does that for the Aztecs, and he'll gain the red and send it in.
Yeah, that was the issue last year. San Diego State, they couldn't get the puck past the neutral zone.
And here's Burke. Leaves that on for Strong. Strong turns away from pressure. Puck gets knifed up to the point. Alec Johnson pinches, plays that down low. Burke up ice. Strong, rink wide for McCollum. McCollum looking. Below the goal line, McCollum goes. McCollum turns in, shooting. We got a whistle. It's Alec Johnson deep into the play, and him and Fuller come together, and the net comes off its moorings. Clear heads will prevail. And we got a penalty call. I believe it's going to be on UNLV.
I think it's going to be on
SDSU.
SDSU because it looked like
It will be
SDSU.
SDSU.
It looked like it was a cross check, and Alec Johnson put up his fist and looked like it was a positive gesture because he might have been cross checked into Fuller there, and that's why the net came off. So let's see what it is. It is a cross check. Just we got to see what player it's on.
Zachary Struzis, excuse me, the Yorba Linda, California native, sitting for a cross check. And UNLV going on the power play with already a 1-goal lead, a dangerous power play at that. One of the best in the WCHL. Shot there by Del Monte, tipped the high glass. Max Johnson down low, Gallant, latest goal scorer. Del Monte for Wyatt. Jackson Wyatt, one-time drive, snaps his twig in half. And Mayer gets his stick lifted, but he'll still send that out. Jackson Wyatt, fresh piece of lumber, is in on the pressure in his own end. 5 UNLV players on 1 Aztec, and they'll come free. UNLV 3-on-3, here's Cole Wyatt. Wyatt tries to feed one rink wide, gets tipped away. Gallant's in on that, on Hennigan. Puck skips over the stick of Del Monte, and McCollum settles it down on neutral ice, plays it up for Wyatt. Now McCollum up the right wing, pulls up at the red line, feeds that one in off the wall for Burke. Burke reaches out, grabs that, plays it up. McCollum rink wide off the kick plate again for Mensch. Now up ice, Strong. Strong head fakes, moves on in. Strong looking, feeds one rink wide for Johnson. Can't get that one-timer off. Alec Johnson back there, 45 to go on the UNLV power play. Mensch feeds it to the slot, settled down there by Burke. Couldn't get it on. Now here's Strong looking. Play is broken up, and now here comes SDSU the other way. Shot there, misses the net. That was Colby Hennessy leading that rush. Paddled away, settled down by Bellick, shooting, misses the net wide. Final 20 for the UNLV power play. Burke stops up at the red line, rink wide feed, broken up but whacked in by Alec Johnson. There's Braden Mayer. That puck sent on out. SDSU with an early stand on the PK.
A good job there by San Diego State. Good job on the PK. Not too many opportunities by the Rebels, which is not just one of the best, but the best power play in the WCHL.
Patrick Fast. Good cutoff in the neutral zone will get the possession going for SDSU in the offensive zone. They're still skating with it. Play is broken up. Puck still in. Fed in deep. In the corner. Shot there. Missed the net wide. Rink wide feed at the right point. Down low. UNLV touches that one on. And now here's Nick Flanders busting up the right wing. Flanders looking from the right wing board. Saucer pass to Kelly. Kelly in his skates. Feeds it back to the slot. Off a skate. Almost on net. Back to the slot there. Trying to find it. Is ran. Whacked out. Settled down by Del Monte. He'll go to EDD for Dylan Ford. Flanders from the slot off the skate of Mason Kelly. Puck skips just away from the blade of Dylan Ford. UNLV will have to tag up. There's Kelly at the red line. Sends one in. Almost hits the linesman who has to roll out of the way there. Now here's Devaney will float that one in. Now UNLV coming the other way. Here's Tristan Rand up the left wing boards. Rand cutting in the middle of the ice, gets broken up. Desmarais plays it off the wall and into the zone. Daniel Fisher settles it down, and Fisher crossing over, plays it off the wall and out. Fisher takes that puck up. Fisher dipping the shoulder down low. Fisher takes a check. Now here's Mayer. Mayer gets stopped up, but Dalmonte couldn't keep the zone. Blown dead for an offside.
Yeah, a lot of offensive zone time for UNLV. Looks like San Diego State, they're not able to get any offensive zone time because the problem is that they're playing so much defense that when they get on offense, all they can do is pretty much dump the puck and make a line change because their players are all pretty tired after the defensive shift that they had.
Puck whacked in by McCollum, sticked away, and played up. Some big hits in the neutral zone. Alec Johnson imposing his will. And we got a penalty. Interference is the call. And it looks like Alec Johnson, we just spoke about imposing as well. He's going to be sitting for 2.
Imposes will and interfere with the puck on that one. 4 minutes, 50 seconds remaining in the first period. Going to have 2-minute power play here for San Diego State. This is when they can kind of get some offensive opportunities. And like I said yesterday, like I said in the last couple series, this is an opportunity that you can not just have some offensive zone time, but you can carry it over past the power play. That's the important thing here for San Diego State. Try to get a goal, but if you don't, try to keep the offensive zone pressure up with the momentum from this power play.
We'll see what SDSU can do on the man advantage. They don't control on that offensive zone draw, and that puck sent out early on by the UNLV PK. Now here's Braden Mayer starting it out. Doesn't get far though. Luke Burke chips it in. He's going to be in on Mayer. Mayer gets checked by Burke. The Rebel fans respond by banging the glass. Just over 30 gone on this SDSU power play. Puck knifed out by Mason Kelly, and Kelly's going to turn on the Jets. Tries to knife that one through Bellig. Doesn't get there. Burke's in for support. Played further into the zone. SDSU corrals. UNLV with possession in their own end. Ragging the puck a bit. First half of the PK gone. Puck sent down the ice. Stopped up there by Fuller. And Hennigan leaves that one on. Hennigan has to stop up for that draw pass. Feed that one up ice for Faraz. Faraz now through neutral. Gains his own, leaves that one off to the left wing boards there for Brown. UNLV comes away with possession, under 30 to go. Here's Gallant. Gallant for Flanders. Flanders shooting! Misses the net. Back up for Gallant. Gets that one jammed away by the stick of Patrick Fast, it looks like, on the back check. Good effort from him. Final 15 on the UNLV penalty kill. That puck just sent on in. Final 10 now on the Johnson penalty.
You're not going to get a much better look shorthanded than that. 2-0. But great job by Fuller being in good position and making the save.
Alex Johnson's penalty is up. UNLV back to full strength. Both teams perfect on the PK so far. Here's Heath Mensch. Can't cut to the center. UNLV settles it down in their own zone. Rink wide off of boards. Icing waved off. Bellig in his own end. Stick down there. Shot there and tight by Mensch. Tipped way up out of play. And a good chance there by Heath Mensch lurking on the forecheck.
Not a good power play there from San Diego State. We talked about what they need to do. And even if they don't score, get some offensive zone time. Get a couple shots. They got 0 shots on the power play. And if you can't get it done on the power play, how are you going to get it done on 5-on-5? So that's definitely my biggest concern, is that they're already down 1-0. San Diego State, they need to be able to find the back of the net. They only did once this weekend, and that goal was off of a favorable bounce that turned into a breakaway. So it is concerning to me that San Diego State hasn't been able to produce much offense over the weekend.
Bellig up ice. Now here comes SDSU. They'll send that one on in. No dice. They'll keep the zone though. Under 2 to go in this first period of play. Puck sent down the length of the ice, settled down once again by Hennigan. Mensch is in on the forecheck once more. Gives Hennigan a chop. Play that one up, gets as far as neutral. UNLV can't keep possession. Mensch behind the back feed. Here's Jackson Wyatt. Wyatt, partial break. He shoots off the cuff of the glove of Fuller. Cole Wyatt can't wire one on Kalana. Another big shot there. That's blocked in front by Gavin O'Brien, the goal scorer last night for SDSU. We got an icing with about 85 seconds to go, and O'Brien is labored, but he has to stay out there unless the injury is debilitating, Gildy.
Ow, that hurts. And he has to be a tough cookie to stay out there, but he knows he's got to do what's best for his team. I would say maybe I saw someone else take the face-off, because
Nope,
right now I
he's
see UNLV winning the face-off, because and he's pretty injured right now, but hey, O'Brien, he made the goal last night. He's a tough cookie.
Face off one by Gallant, shot there through traffic by Johnson, settled down by Wyatt. Johnson, another shot tipped to the netting, and SDSU can finally get changed up, but a good play off the draw for UNLV, winning it straight back, and good play there from Cole Wyatt to find Max Johnson.
I know O'Brien's a tough cookie, but I really feel like if you got hurt on a block like that and it's affecting you, have someone else take the face-off, because he lost the face-off pretty easily there. It didn't look like much effort was needed to beat him, so I really feel like maybe on that occasion, have someone else take the face-off, UNLV wouldn't have had the possession.
Going forward, keeping possession, feeds it to the slot for Gallant again. He's finding the open ice here tonight. We got another icing called.
We have a cheerful chant coming from the crowd. I think it's saying, "Let's go San Diego." Wow, that's kind of weird.
I feel like it's a different one word or one syllable word that rhymes with whatever we're playing with. So it's a pretty hostile crowd here tonight at City National Arena, showing SDSU some hospitality here tonight. Face off out to the right of Fuller, one by Faraz. 1 minute to go. UNLV keeping the zone. Mason Kelly through the skates. Knocked out by Rand for Flanders. One-time drive. Kicked away. Mazzillo spins away from pressure. Kicks it along. Sent on that one. Now here comes Faraz. Faraz now looking. Skating on in. Leaves that one off. Rink wide feed. Aaron. Final 40 now. Here's Flanders up the left wing. Feeds it for Kelly just out of his reach. Ford plays it down low. Ford picks it back up. He loses possession. SDSU whacks it out. And now here comes SDSU. Faraz with a shot. Shouldered away by Benedetto. Now up ice again. Here's the UNLV final 15. Faraz leaves that one on for Bellig. Lucas Bellig now under 10. Playing behind his own net. Bellig through the middle of the ice. Off a kick plate. And chipped on in. And that'll do it. A pretty electrifying first period. Ends the same way it did score-wise, but flips, Gildy.
Yeah, it's flipped. UNLV's up 1-0. Definitely concerning. I would say I'm a little concerned for both teams. UNLV, make use of your opportunities. They're only up by 1 goal. Like we like to say, one bounce puck game. That's not exactly where you want to be. San Diego really getting bailed out a lot by Fuller. They got to create some more offensive zone time. And when you have power plays, when you have favorable puck bounces, you need to take advantage of it, because they already know going into this they're not going to get a lot of opportunities on the offensive zone.
We'll see what happens after a quick break, but before we let you go, we're going to pull up this graphic once again here tonight. You saw the jerseys in action here so far. Limited edition, game-worn, Midnight Madness UNLV Skate and Rebel jerseys. Go ahead and visit that link on your screen, or if you have a mobile device, go ahead and scan the QR code, and I'll take you right to the auction site. It's a silent auction. Go ahead and bid on game-worn jerseys for the players, and get your hands on a piece of UNLV hockey history.
That looks awesome. Like I said before the game, really cool jersey. They're only wearing it once. It's a once-a-year thing. They're limited jerseys. It's a game-worn jersey, which is awesome. if I was able to. If I was not within a college budget, I would definitely go on that QR code.
Definitely, me as well. I would throw some money on and get a piece of the number 3 team in the nation.
Maybe your fraternity all combines together and gets the jersey.
Maybe. I'll make sure to put it in our group me. It is Greek night after all, so hope to see some of the Greek Life members in the stands wearing these jerseys in the future. But enough of us yapping. We're going to let you all take a break, go get some coffee, go get a Red Bull. More late night hockey coming up. Midnight Madness descending on City National Arena once again here tonight. The San Diego State Aztecs and the UNLV Skating Rebels doing battle after dark. I'm UNLV hockey play-by-play commentator Dominic Lavoie.
Joined here with Cole White. Cole, you got the first assist in this one. Can you walk us through that?
Yeah, Max just made a good play over to me, and I saw Brad streaking to the net, so just made a quick pass over to him, and he was able to find the back of the net.
Midnight game tonight in a full house. What's the energy been like?
Yeah, always these games. I always circle them on my calendar. They're always fun. The fans love it. We love it. So we're just looking forward to finishing this game out and giving the fans something to cheer about.
And San Diego State, they came out with had a lot of block shots last night. What can you guys do to disrupt that?
Yeah, we've seen a much better San Diego team than last year. Yeah, they're getting in front of our shots. We just got to keep the puck moving, keep puck moving east-west, and just find a way to get the puck back to the net.
Thank you, Cole. Dom and Ryan, back to you guys.
Thank you for that, AJ. Second period on the docket here this morning. You could say that if you're just joining us. Good morning, Gildy.
Happy
if you're
early
just joining
birthday
us.
to Robbie. It's like perfect timing.
Early morning hours if you're just joining us for whatever reason. Good morning. Thank you for joining us. If you're stuck with us and you have your coffee, your Red Bull, whatever you want with you, thank you for sticking with us.
I
in
mean,
this
this
late
might
night
get
puck
some
drop.
attraction in Europe because it's like around midday over there. They're like, oh, there's hockey in America on right now. We
Might
can
as
watch
well.
it.
Maybe someone's cruising along YouTube. So maybe they decided to click on. Really quickly, we're going to show you these jerseys once again. These are the jerseys UNLV is wearing here tonight. Limited edition, game-worn, silent auction. If you go ahead and visit that link or scan that QR code with your mobile device, you can bid on all the game-worn jerseys by your favorite Skate and Rebel player. So go ahead and grab them while they last. Game-worn jerseys don't last too long, Gildy.
But talking about Greek night, you're wearing your
High Kappa
letters.
Alpha letters. Finally got them from my big bro Chris Perez. Took a minute, but we got them dialed in. No one can see it, but they're kind of like a teal marbled for now, symbolizing Mercedes F1.
I'm wearing my vacant nothing.
Vacant Greek
because
letters.
I'm not in Greek life, but I do support it. A lot of people are like, oh, you're not in Greek life, you don't like it. I mean, no, I like it. It's not for me, but I have a lot of friends in Greek life. You're in Greek life. We're great friends. So
and it's Greek nights.
And it is Greek night. I was talking to a bunch of people in a bunch of fraternities, including yours. I like them a lot. They came in here with the intention to bring the crowd, and look at the crowd tonight, Dom.
It's a fun crowd. Quickly taking a look, UNLV through 20, 11-2. They own the shots. Neither team's connected on the power play. UNLV keep pressing, and SDSU just get one in this middle period. Gallant and Faraz dig in. Back underway here at City National Arena. 52 minutes past midnight.
And then for the crowd, keep cheering.
And keep being loud, as they usually are here in Summerlin. UNLV.
There's a playoff atmosphere, Dom, with the amount of people. The standing room only is completely sold out. Fuller's gonna be it's gonna be a little bit easier on him. No fans behind him. That's the media section.
And we'll see if Fuller can keep making saves as that puck floats down 200 feet. We have our first icing 39 seconds into this frame.
Now that's how you wanted the first period to start to get you into things, but 4 minutes straight, I think it kind of gets you ready for what this night is. It's late night hockey, early morning hockey, however you like to call it. By the end of it, it's good morning to half of our viewers. It'll be around like 6 a.m. Sun will be out.
It's gonna be a fun little Saturday for those up watching with us, and it's gonna be a fun one for the both of us, Gildy, as UNLV is still working in the zone, trying to keep possession, but SDSU trying to start a breakout as they got the puck. And UNLV keeping it there. Shot there, glove down, loose puck directed aside, and Fraz chops at that one. Sticked away by Mason Kelly, rink wide feed in. The skates whacked back on net there by Flanders. Flanders standing a man up. And we got a whistle, a hand pass. And yeah, Gildy, it's going to be a pretty difficult Saturday. I mean, myself coming back from New York, as I said at the top of the show in the pregame hit, and a little bit before faceoff, already a bit tired and feeling a little bit under the weather, drinking a medicine ball from Dutch Bros, but regardless, got to push through.
Got to keep grinding. That's what that's a part of being a college student. You got to work, and you got to work in some unusual times, and that's all a part of growing up. It's all a part of growing as a person as well as the, looks like there's a little bit of issue with the ice around the crease, but that's all
like a
about,
hole,
that's what
maybe.
growing up's all about, Dom. It's all about going through the hard experiences and laughing about them later on.
Ugh. Now that does not look fun as our cameraman Rolando's zooming in. And Gildy, I've mentioned this before, I worked at an outdoor rink. I worked in this rink as well for about a year and a half. And what that linesman's doing, patching the hole with snow, a hockey puck, and water, probably one of the top 3 worst things that you could do at an ice rink just because of how cold it is and you're getting the snow all over your hand and you're using the puck, which is already cold, and then you get the cold water dumped on top of your hand and it's splashing everywhere and the slush is getting all over your hand and you lose feeling quick.
So it looks like a little bit of numb fingers.
If they weren't numb already, I know a few officials and linesmen who work for USA Hockey and even Canada, and for Canada Hockey up in whether it's Ontario, whether it's Manitoba, I know a bunch of people up there, and they say the same thing. Some of them even wear gloves out there when they're officiating, but it looks like still undergoing repairs at City National Arena, but it's not a good time at all to try and fix ice like that.
Yeah, that's why I worked in baseball, where everything was either dirt or grass.
You just drag the rakes over it
Yeah,
and you spray the dirt down.
Yeah, if the pitcher complains about the pitching mound, I tell the coach, hey, go to the shed, dump some dirt, rake it up, but it doesn't hurt at all. It's a little hectic.
You only have
but
to deal with
crazy.
some swelter and heat, especially I can imagine you playing in Southern California. There's some hot games out there.
Yeah, it's really hot. One thing, turf fields, those are not fun. You gotta wear like compression sleeves, because if you don't, you're gonna get a nice little turf burn. I got like third-degree turf burns.
Fun. Shower after the game.
Yeah, but
brutal.
I was always like a base stealer, so it was good because on turf, when you slide, you slide. You have to slide about 10 feet earlier than you normally do. But that's baseball. We're in hockey here. 18 and some change left in the second.
Shot there through traffic. Save made, but no, they score. And the crowd comes back to life at City National Arena. A bit of an odd play. I thought that hit Fuller and getting the number leading the line. Looks like it's Justin Stathopoulos. First goal as a skating Rebel. Or Caleb Strong, excuse me. It looked pretty similar through the cage there. But Strong connected and putting UNLV up too.
Yeah, Strong, he has a very powerful shot. I would say strong shot. Don't want to get the pun there. But how do you always say, turns around and turns on it. And he really did there. Put the Rebels up 2-0. Uncharacteristic there for Fuller. Normally he's able to come down with it, but when you have so many shots faced, it's really hard to stop all of them.
Shot there through traffic, they score! UNLV, bang, bang, 2 goals in a minute and a half, maybe 2 goals in under 30 seconds, and it's Caleb Strong again leading that line.
Well, we talked about Caleb Strong being powerful with his shot. Looked like he got another one there, turned on it, got 2 goals in the same shift. Doesn't happen too often, right, Dom?
Not a lot. I mean,
he's still out there. Let's
lucky.
go for number 3. Get a hat trick on a shift. How many times does that happen, Dom? I'm not good with those numbers. I try to. I'm out. I know who I might need to ask is ChatGPT.
Maybe. I wish I had the answer to that, but I feel like it's so rare that even I don't know. Maybe it could be reminiscent of Tracy McGrady's 13 points in 33 seconds against the Spurs way back when, as Fuller makes a stop and
that will be. It looks like the end of his shift, unfortunately. That would be crazy. 3 goals in 1 shift. He had an opportunity too. He had the puck in the offensive zone. I'm a selfless person when it comes to teamwork. I always try to do stuff for the team. In that scenario, I would have been a little selfish trying to take the shot. Trying to get the hat trick in 1 shift.
Would have been very unique happening here at City National Arena, but we've seen it before. Shot there from the point, sticked away. Loose puck directed aside by SDSU, and now clear the zone. Gallant tripped up at center. No arm raise on the official. We play on. Shot there, sticked away, and directed out by SDSU. And that's Dylan Ford back to recover that one. Now Ford back with possession in his own zone. Around the wall for Dalmonte. Dalmonte around for Ford. Ford now up ice. Dalmonte again. Now here's Fisher. Drop pass for Sothopoulos. That one gets knifed away. Caleb Strong announced back-to-back for his goals. Now here's Fisher gaining the zone. Fisher from the slot, moving on in, leaves that one off, directed on, loose puck in front. Fuller finds it and holds for a whistle, and we got a bit of a cross-check. Very soft one at that. Looks like it was at Fisher. Now Fisher was standing up looking to see the number. And that kind chant is still going, and we have some more talking at the goal mouth. They'll be all separated.
I think Dom Dura is reading the teleprompter wrong, just like Ron Burgundy. I think that's what's happening.
Looked like it might have been Max Johnson. It's got a good music choice there after a scrum or DJ playing I Don't Mess With You by Big Sean. Pretty.
Yeah, and the crowd's definitely singing the clean version as well, because they're definitely not college Greek students that just tailgated for the past 2 hours before the game.
Shot there through traffic, patted away. And now here comes the Aztecs the other way. Put it on through, big hit by Alec Johnson. Almost putting his man through the door. That's Braden Mayer.
It opened up the door.
That would have been a first for myself calling games, seeing a player get checked into the bench, albeit whether it's through the door or over. Now, Max Johnson trying to get a piece of the physicality. He'll take that feed from Galan. Here's Johnson from the left wing boards. Johnson puts one on, pad save by Fuller. He'll hold for a whistle.
Yeah, that was interesting. The door popped open. He was almost like, hey, no, your shift's over right now. Go into the bench.
Tried to force an early line change right in front of Brody Hazau. Goaltender has gotten a lot of media coverage. Has been a standout goalie through international play these last couple of years. Now he's joining the Aztecs team that you and AJ mentioned on the broadcast last night, a reloaded Aztecs team.
They're reloaded, rejuvenated. And it don't even matter with the score right now. They are looking so much better than last season.
As I mentioned in the pregame show last season, they played UNLV. They lost 16-0. Not to harp on them or anything like that. They played in a showcase. Canisius College played in. Shot there, cross-ice feed. Tipped away, and we'll play on. Lost to Canisius, lost to Oregon, lost to UNLV. But it was their first year in ACHA Division I play. They were a D2 team previously. As here's Tristan Rand, dip of the shoulder, puts one on, save made, puts another one on. Rebound chance is turned away and frozen by Fuller. And we have some more nose-to-nose action in front, and everyone's going to skate away. But as I was saying, it was our first season in ACHA, Division I hockey. They were a D2 team previously. So you would expect the growing pains. You expect them to build a little bit more, and now that's exactly what they did this year.
Yeah, and this is the toughest environment they'll face this year. They're playing at UNLV, Midnight Madness, traveled on a school day on Thursday, played a game that night. You really saw how they were getting really tired by the third period. They kept it close for the first two periods. They even had the lead going into the first intermission. But tonight, the crowd's really giving UNLV energy. They've had the energy. They've had the offensive zone time for the majority of this game.
UNLV more offensive zone time. They tried to get there, broken up. Now here comes the captain, Cameron Henderson, puts one on, sticked away by Benedetto. That was the third shot he's faced all night. Shot back in by Hennigan. Benedetto stops it up. Leaves that for Dalmonte. Up ice for Mensch. Mensch with a point already tonight. Burke with a point as well. Here's Burke. Lose possession of that puck. Let's turn back up. UNLV keeps his own, but lose possession. D to D. Now here's Hennigan. Gets bumped by Fisher at the red line. Now here's Jaden Ness busting up the wing. Ness tries to feed it rink wide, can't get there. Ness takes a bump down low. No chase after this loose puck. And SDSU will break it out. Puck knocked down and settled down in their own end. That's McCollum. McCollum chips it. He'll play this up. McCollum gains his zone. McCollum shaking off pressure. Puts one on. Sticked away. And now here comes SDSU the other way. McCollum getting back on the back check. He gets danced through by Mayer. Mayer jumping, keeping the pressure on Johnson. Shot there. Misses wide. Alec Johnson from his knees putting the body there on Bertola. Now there's Alec again. Up ice off the wall, just out of the reach of Stathopoulos. He'll get in on the forecheck. Off the wall and up, down the length of the ice for an icing. Just under 7 minutes gone in the second period.
Yeah, like I said, entering the period, San Diego State, they know they're not going to get a lot of opportunities on offense. They got to take advantage of when they do. They only got one shot so far in this period, I believe, right? Yeah, they only have one shot so far in this period. I like the defense by Brendan Mayer. Gave them another offensive opportunity. They didn't get any shots off, but I like the pressure there by Brandon Mayer.
UNLV winning the draw, keeping that pressure on. Played on for Wyatt. Down low, fed up ice, shot there in tight, big save made. That puck whacked as far as the blue line, settled down by Ford. That's punched away by Fuller. Gallant up ice for Ford. Ford skating the line, shooting one. Misses that wide, rebound kicks out. Off a kick play at an awkward angle. UNLV still in on the forecheck. They'll come away with possession again. Cole White, one-time drive by Gallant. Tipped wide of the net. Max Johnson, going down in a heap with his man. Delayed penalty on SDSU. Shot through traffic, blocked away, and touched up by the Aztecs. And UNLV going back to the power play. A hold's going to be the call. Got to wait to see who's going. And Zachary Struzis once again going to the box, this time for a hold. Or excuse me, it looks like it's going to be a 61 posted. Braden Mayer.
Yeah, Mayer, he has the most penalty minutes on the San Diego team by double. So no other player has even half the amount of penalty minutes as Mayer entering tonight. And Mayer's really good on defense, but the issue is him staying on the ice, gets into the box a lot.
UNLV on their second power play of the night. Looking to connect on the man advantage. They connected twice last night. Puck chipped out now. Good start to the kill for SDSU. They get as far as the red line. Here's Alec Johnson leaving that on. Burke soccers it along to himself. Played up to the point with a half wall. That's Strong. Takes that return pass. Strong with two tonight. Caleb Strong. McCollum. Back to Strong. Strong steps in. Feeds one rink wide. One-time drive by Alec Johnson. Misses the net. Strong. McCollum. McCollum with a drive. Tipped wide. Settled down. Puck sent down the length of the ice. A minute to go on the UNLV power play. Benedetto leaves that one down for Dalmonte. Dalmonte gets tripped up, no call. Shot there through traffic off the side of the cage. Puck skipping an neutral ice. One-time drive on a loose puck. Puck skips free. Bouncing puck.
Very dangerous. It went in front of the net.
SDSU still with pressure. Short-handed shooting. Misses the net high there. As you said, Cody, a very dangerous play. No one really saw that one coming or where it was going. Under 30 to go now. Rink wide feet. Settled down at the half wall. Played up to the point. That's Jackson Wyatt. Rink wide feet to the slot shot there. Fuller down and out, laying down, sprawling out, knifing at it. Whistle, and we got someone who got sent to the ice emphatically. Can't really see who. Looks like it was Hennigan who was sent down. Trying to see who. Couldn't really get the number on who tugged them down. seconds to go on the UNLV power play.
But great penalty kill by San Diego, so you got to give them credit. And got some short-handed opportunities there. And a favorable bounce, just like last night. That almost resulted in a goal for San Diego State. Just they weren't able to find the puck in time.
Shot there through traffic, sticked away to the end boards. Picked up, under 5 to go now. Shot there from an odd angle off the side of the cage. It looked like SDSU back to full strength. UNLV still with possession. Pirouetting away from pressure. Del Monte shooting one from the slot. Save me. Now Cole Wyatt. Del Monte dances, gets knocked down, feeds it down low. Turned one on. Shot there, saved by Fuller. Settled down by Cole Wyatt. UNLV still with possession. Wyatt plays that one on. From his seat, played up, and we got a delayed penalty again on SDSU. That's Rand. He sends that one in. There's Wyatt. Cole Wyatt skating around. Leaves that one. And it's going to be finally touched up there. And UNLV going back to the power play once again. It's going to be Jake Abenojar. Didn't get the penalty signal guilty, but UNLV.
Yeah, I didn't get it, but we do know he's going to be trapped in the penalty box for 2 minutes as they're playing Trap Queen on the jukebox right now. Great job.
Classic.
Gotta play the classics out here. It's the same. It's party music because this is a party night and it's a party atmosphere here at City National Arena.
Party night, party atmosphere, and a party town. Tripping is a call. UNLV back to the man advantage. Hasn't connected yet. They're still in the zone. There's McCollum, rink wide now to the dot. Rink wide feed again. There's Mensch letting the shot go. Directed wide. Johnson with another shot. Deflected to the high glass, settled down by McCollum at the point. Now McCollum shooting one through traffic into the shoulder of Fuller and a hold for a whistle.
You know, he wants to get that birthday goal.
UNLV with 9 times the amount of shots as SDSU has posted on the scoreboard here.
Oh my goodness.
27-3.
But still, it's only 3-0. I mean, this game, it's not completely out of reach for San Diego State. The only issue is that it doesn't matter how many goals you're down by if you're not able to get any offensive zone time.
Cross crease feed is broken up. Jackson Wyatt plays that one across for Del Monte. Sends that one up. Flirted on in. Shooting in tight. And no dice. UNLV still working under a minute to go. Down low, spun up top. D with a drive as Del Monte, he scores. Del Monte immediately pointed to Max Johnson, it looks like, leading the line. It is Max Johnson. 3rd goal of the weekend for 16 for UNLV.
Now, how to create opportunities. San Diego State did a really good job last night for the first 2 periods, stopping the clutter around the crease, because that was giving Fuller the vision to be able to make the saves, not having pucks get deflected. Right there, Max Johnson did a really good job boxing out around the net, made a deflection, and got the goal for the Rebels to put them up 4-0 against the Aztecs.
UNLV, a new 4-goal lead. Barry up ice for Flanders. Flanders, his clearance gloved down, sent back on, steered away by Benedetto. Played down low now. Barry jams at it. Played back down low by Faraz. Faraz up ice, shot there through traffic into the trapper of Benedetto in City National Arena, showing him some love.
Yeah, might as well get him warmed up here in the 2nd period. Hasn't faced a lot of shots. It's probably the hardest one he's faced so far, and it was pretty routine.
He's probably faced more shots in warm-up than he has.
I mean, you're
going
going to face more shots in warm-ups more times than probably games because you're going to get a lot of shots in warm-ups.
Maybe even one drill. Mason Kelly wins that directly back to Benedetto.
Let's see, a little we're in the back half right now of the second period. Just UNLV just looks like they're starting to really pull away right now against this Aztec team.
Icing waved off. And we got a late whistle. Delayed penalty, it looks like. Max Johnson announces the goal scorer. And it's going to be a penalty on the Aztecs, it looks like.
Yeah, I think it's on. At first I thought it was on the Rebels, but
it is on
the linesman took the puck and brought it over to UNLV's offensive zone. So now I think it's a penalty on San Diego State, and it is.
Sean Yao, the defenseman out of Edmonton, Alberta.
Yeah, and Yao had a couple penalties last night as well. So finding the box a lot, and that's the last thing you want to do against the best power play unit in the WCHL. But also, San Diego State's done a great job on the penalty kill tonight. Gotta give them credit.
See if they can continue their ways here so far. D-to-D, McCollum feeds it to the slot. Touch pass and a drive, they score! And guess who? Guilty, Alec Johnson, right in his wheelhouse, 5-zip UNLV.
You talked about the UNLV power play, and you talk to any casual UNLV fan, you say, name one player and where they're at. Alec Johnson to the right-hand side of the goaltender, and that's where he is on his offhand shot, and he will wheel it in at least once every power play. That's at least what he tries to do, and he made it there. Haven't seen one of those yet. First time he's made one for the wheelhouse, at least at home this year.
And UNLV connecting. Offense coming in bunches once again here in this second period. 4 goals, much like their third period outing last night where they scored 5 guilty. As this puck skips away. And a good breakup by Jackson Wyatt. And that's going to be sent out and tapped out by Stathopoulos. Another power play goal for UNLV. Jackson Wyatt feeds Stathopoulos. Stathopoulos shooting directed to the high glass by Fuller. Now here comes SDSU feeding it into the slot. Here's Faraz and all alone shooting. Directed up high, and Faraz putting his glove to his face.
Right off the post, it looked like to me, deflected straight up within inches away from scoring for the Aztecs. And that's all the Aztecs need is like a favorable puck bounce like that to get on the board. They need some sort of momentum, or else this crowd and UNLV's energy is just going to continue and going to overtake this game.
Faraz, a leading scorer for SDSU. Nearly finding Twine. Here's Kelly, though. Kelly shooting one. Steered away. Kelly now. Under pressure. Puck skips away. Bouncing puck in front of Dalmonte, who settles it down in his own end. Just out of the reach of Tristan Rand. Settled down by Hennigan. That puck sent on in again. Dalmonte. Behind his own cage. Plays it up for Mason Kelly. Kelly up ice for Rand. Here comes Rand up the right wing. Dip of the shoulder. Driving the net. Gets it poked away. Rand turns away. Plays it up to the point for Dalmonte. Dalmonte can't play that through. Here comes SDSU the other way. Delayed penalty on UNLV. And it's touched up. And looks like Mason Kelly is going to be the one going. And it is. We'll see what the official call is. We'll see the hand signal. A hook for Mason Kelly. And SDSU to the power play with a chance to just get one here.
Yeah, that's your key. A lot of times the opposing team just get one, and they really need to do that to, I would say get back into the game because you're not going to score 5 goals in a period, especially against this UNLV team. Got to get at least 1 or 2 here and head into the locker room with some momentum. But just focus on now. Focus on having a good power play.
And we got another penalty. That's going to be another hook.
It's going to be on Jaden Ness.
And a big 5-on-4 opportunity. That was Ness spinning Bellig to the ice.
Now this is a funny chant.
Can't really make out what they're saying, Gilly.
They said free Shamu from
Interesting.
SeaWorld.
Wow.
You think that the ACHA and San Diego State's hockey
And
team can free
PETA.
Shamu? I mean,
It's a very,
that's a low blow.
it's one of the more interesting chants I've heard here, but here's SDSU. 2-man advantage. Here's Ferraz stepping in, shooting, blocked in front. Now it's Ford lifting that one out of the zone. 1:20 to go on this 5-on-3 advantage. It bridged about 23-second 5-on-4 power play. Mayer loses an edge. Takes a tumble in the corner. Glove down by Bellig. Played over now for Brown. Up ice, Bellig. Bellig at the point. Back over for Brown. Brown moving on in. Below the goal line is Brown. Brown looking for Ferraz. Under a minute to go on the Kelly penalty. Brown, Ferraz touches that one back on for Mayer. Mayer steps in and shooting from the slot. Take away a shot in tight. Save made by Benedetto. Robin Mason Brown with the toe. Had a bit of daylight there, sealed by the silver pad. Here's Ferraz. Slap pass for Brown. Tips one cross ice. Can't connect with Patrick East. SDSU getting good chances. Final 30 on the 5-on-3. Ferraz stepping on in, shooting. Looks like it hit the post and into the netting for a whistle. And the UNLV bench comes to life with some stick taps for their PK unit.
Yeah, really good job by Benedetto. Great job on that last save on the shot by Brown. He really had to cover up that corner of the net there, and he did in time. And you said it was off the skate, it looked like. So really good save there by Benedetto, keeping the score 5-0.
There's Dalmonte. Dalmonte flips that one up. Tipped down by the 44 opposite him. Sean Yao took a penalty earlier tonight. Now here comes SDSU. Spinorama by Henderson. Played up ice, tapped on, but to nobody. UNLV kills off one penalty. Mason Kelly fresh out of the box. 5-on-4 for under 20. Now final 15 and the Ness penalty. Dalmonte loses his lumber. Final 10 now on the Ness penalty. Nothing going for San Diego State so far. Now here comes SDSU. They gain the zone. Henderson gets that one poked away by Dalmonte. And UNLV a big 5-on-3 kill that's wired in by Yao and settled down by Benedetto. Up ice, Dalmonte springing his man, moving on in, pivoting, shooting off the pad there. Good chance by UNLV there. Fed across, tapped back down low. Looked like it was Caleb Strong in on that chance for the Skating Rebels. Now Burke waiting, plays one, tries to get it to the slot, goes off a leg. That's played back on out, under 3 to go in the second period of play. Off the wall and down the ice, there's McCollum. McCollum for Alec Johnson. Alec Johnson up ice for Mensch. Mensch now. Can't feed Burke on the wall. Played back down low. Mensch can't settle it down. Strong. He tried to hit Alec Johnson up at the point. Couldn't get there. Settled it down by Benedetto, who will leave that for his captain. Now Mensch shakes off a check. Plays it up for Burke. Burke gains his own. Plays it through his man. Here's Luke Burke moving on in. Puts one to the slot. No one home for UNLV. Dazzling hands there from 18 in black. And now here comes 18 in white. Shot there. Blocked away. It's Toby Petrus. Bellick feeds one. Desmarius tips one on to the slot, and SDSU scores. That was Luke Desmarius playing it on there for Patrick East, it looks like. It is, or excuse me, that was Sean Devaney. And SDSU's on the board with just under 2 to go.
Talked about just get one. They got one. They're still down 5-1. It's a lot they're still behind, but it does give them momentum going into the locker room, knowing that, hey, they can score against this team. There's ways that you can penetrate on offense. Like I said, they have to take advantage of those offensive opportunities. Because if they're able to score on that power play, this game could be 5-2. If they score on each of them, the 5-on-3 and the 5-on-4, it could be a 5-3 game. But that's really hypothetical. I'm just saying that they have to take advantage of those offensive opportunities when they have them.
It's about 90 seconds to go now. Benedetto's shutout bid ruined there. Bit of an odd play as well, but I mean, right place, right time. And they're on the board. Puck skips free, but cleared back out. Gets as far as a red, settled down by Mazzillo. Sends that one way around the wall. Settled down by Max Johnson. Johnson now rink-wide feed, hops over the stick of Fisher. Now Fisher moving on in, feeds one to the slot. Doesn't make it there. Final 60. Here. Max Johnson tries to feed one. Tipped away. Jackson Wyatt off a kick plate. Can't find his man. Here comes SDSU again. Here come the Aztecs. In all alone. Good stick lift from Jackson Wyatt on the back check. And here's Jaden Ness. Played it back up north. His pass hits through. Feed it back over to Ness. Settled down by Wyatt. Wyatt leaves it. Shot there in tight. Fannin on it. Final 30. Now shot there through traffic off the pad. And save made there by Fuller. And those kicks that you heard were Corey Patola, frustrated as ever on the bench for turning the puck over on the breakaway.
He had an opportunity to get the Aztecs right back into the game. They're down 5-1, but Field able to score on the breakaway opportunity. Cut the deficit to 3 hanging into the third period. Gotta give Jackson Wyatt credit for the stick lift there. Great job not committing a penalty and stopping the breakaway opportunity.
UNLV still in the zone, putting one on there, directed wide. There's Dalmonte dancing at the blue line. Dalmonte, no joy. Final 5 in the second period. UNLV still putting the pressure on. And we got some shoving below the goal line behind the cage. But they'll split it up. After 2, UNLV up 5-1. 20 minutes guaranteed to go, Gildy. And 1:28 a.m. local time. Still got a bit to go.
Yeah, UNLV, they really separated themselves from San Diego State in that period, gaining themselves 4 goals, taking the 5-1 lead. San Diego State, they were able to get a scoring opportunity. They did score. They weren't able to capitalize on that 5-on-3 power play. And also they weren't able to capitalize on the breakaway as well, because if they were able to capitalize on those 2 opportunities, this game could be it could be a little bit closer. So also Jackson Wyatt, great job on the stick lift, keeping UNLV ahead and with the momentum going into the locker room.
And before we let you guys go to your locker room and get more refreshments, more energy drinks, more coffee, we're gonna hit you once again. Those jerseys that you saw 40 minutes of action in, we promise we'll wash them. We're auctioning them off, silent auction. Go ahead and visit the link on your screen or scan that QR code on your mobile device to get a piece of UNLV hockey history.
Yeah, a little jersey swap. We got a bunch of our friends doing musical chairs. That's gonna be fun, Don. But
Whole bunch.
if we look at it, super cool. I tell you, your fraternity should all pitch in and get one. That would be really cool, Dom.
That would be really cool. They should pitch in and get one for me. I think I would sport that
Imagine
on campus.
put Pike on the back, have all the fraternity brothers sign one side, have all the UNLV hockey players sign the other side.
That would be pretty cool. A little Pi Kappa Alpha UNLV hockey collab. And fun fact, before we let everyone go, make sure to scan that QR code. But I'm going to leave you with this. Former president of Pi Kappa Alpha and former captain of the UNLV Skating Rebels, Boss Asaf. pretty good connection there for the Rebels and Pi Kappa Alpha, but we're going to stop yapping. Go get energized. Go get refreshed. 20 more minutes of guaranteed hockey right around the break.
Here with Caleb Strong. Now, Caleb, there's been a lot more shots earlier in the game versus last night's game. What's been different? What's been working for you guys versus last night?
Yeah, I mean, we know these guys aren't the best, so we just got to get pucks deep, stick to our game, get lots of shots. Goalie's really the only kid they got, so get pucks at them, try to get traffic while we do that.
Walk me through those 2 goals that you made in under a minute. What was going on there? That was pretty great.
Yeah, the first one was kind of a lucky bounce, just turn shot, went off their guy, and then second one, great line mates. They worked down low, and I was in the slot, shot on net, went in.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Caleb.
Thank you.
Let's get it back to you, Dom and Ryan.
Thank you for that, Zoe. Clock about a minute out from the third period getting going, but it's a minute or 1:43 in the morning. Fatigue's getting to me a little bit, guilty.
No, it's not. Mind over manner, you know.
If you guys have stayed up with us, thank you for staying with us. I'm Dominic LeBlanc, joined by Ryan Gilder. I mean, it's 4:44 in the morning on the East Coast, 5:44 if you're way up in Newfoundland, in Canada. Good morning to you. Good morning to everyone else watching this, because it's going to be in the morning time. We're going to give a look another time here. UNLV's jerseys that they've been playing in tonight, game worn, limited edition for the Midnight Madness game. On auction right now. Go ahead and visit the link on your screen, or if you got your mobile device with you, whip out their camera. Go ahead and scan that QR code. Takes you directly to our auction. Can bid on your favorite player's jersey and get a piece of some sweet, sweet Midnight Madness memorabilia. Going to take a look at the stats through 40. UNLV up 5-1, 32-9. They have the lead in the shots department. 2 for 4 on the power play, and connecting twice on the man advantage. And a key guilty, like always this year, keeping it simple, Taffer.
Just
John
Taffer, I love it.
Shut it down.
Shut it
SDSU,
down.
just get another one here.
Oh, I love it. I told you, we need to get a cameo from
We have to. We
Taffer.
have to.
Maybe,
Hopefully by next time in December when we play Jamestown, we'll have that for you.
You know, I can't negotiate. I'm not high enough in the staff. But you know what I would say? Hey, John Taffer, come down, do the initial puck drop. Go on the mic, say shut it down. We'll save it. We'll save it in MP3 file. Put it straight on the put it straight on the broadcast.
Or have him for an interview. Have Zoe or AJ do a quick interview and get it going. Max Johnson, rink wide feed, tipped wide. Back in action here at City National Arena for the third period of this Midnight Madness game. Max Johnson stapling Mayer to the boards. Icing waved off, first 30 gone in this third period. There's Jake Berry playing this one, feeds it to the slot off the skate of Bradley Gallant, looking for another one tonight. Cole Wyatt blocks that clearance, can't dance around his man. Heath Mensch freshly on the ice, will gain the blue. Cutting his way around traffic. Can't play it through Desmarius. Now Desmarius up the left wing. Shooting one, blocked and tipped to the high glass for a whistle. 59 seconds, to be exact, off the clock.
Yeah, if you're watching this game, you're like, oh, did they accidentally put a live stream of a game earlier just on like a replay or something? No, it's actually like in the later half of like 1 o'clock in the morning, and there's live hockey, which is crazy. But gotta love it. Players are still energized as UNLV looks to get some more offensive zone time.
Puck sent back the other way, settled down, and played on up. That was Burt trying to play it in. Puck sent up, settled down by McCollum. Plays that one over for Johnson, who plays that up for Mensch. Mensch now feeds it just under the stick blade of Burke. He tried to leave it there for Johnson. It gets poked on out, and Burke's going to have to recoil and plays it up for Strong. Strong now. Gain in the zone, gets taken down. No arm raised on the official. Now here's Tristan Rand, tries to dance his way through center. That puck skips free. Rand trying to wrestle it away. Rand can't do that. That's Henderson, gets it poked away from Flanders, feeds it over to Rand on the backhand. Rand puts one on, rebound chance. Flanders can't settle that one down. Puck fed across, shot there through traffic, into the trapper of Fuller.
That's the defense that San Diego wants to play, except that Flanders almost had an open net there. But where Fuller's able to see the shots, he's able to save them. If Fuller has a lot of congestion, a lot of traffic near the net, that's what's going to be a little bit tougher for him. That's how a couple of the goals have gone in.
Fed off the boards and out. Sent out by Connor Hennigan. UNLV controlling possession in their own end. It's Mazzillo playing that one cross corner. Puck kicks free. Settled down by Rand. Plays it over for Mazzillo. Mazzillo in his own end, under pressure, in the corner. SDSU comes away with the possession. Puck skips free to the point there. That was Mayer. Puck scooped off the wall and knifed on out by Mason Kelly. Here's Kelly up the right wing. Kelly plays it to the slot for Flanders. That gets knifed away. UNLV recoiling in their own end. Here they come through neutral ice. They gain the zone. Play back down. Opposite end is Stathopoulos. Stathopoulos can't knife that one through. Mayer picks it up. Settled down by Dalmonte. Play back on in. Now Ness doing battle at the wall. Ness chopping his way at the puck. Stathopoulos plays it up for Dalmonte. Dalmonte stepping on in. Shooting one. Steered aside there by Fuller. He couldn't get eyes on that rebound. The careen to the corner. Barry corrals that in his own zone. Plays it rink wide just out of the reach of Stathopoulos. Then played on up. Played off the wall. Down the length of the ice. Arm raised. And whistle dead for an icing just under foregone.
That's exactly what UNLV wants. Control the offensive zone, get their opportunities. Don't be too much. Don't have too many players that are deep in the offensive zone, because you don't want San Diego to get any lucky puck bounces. You don't want them to get any offensive zone opportunities that they really don't earn. They haven't been able to really get a good forecheck and actually get a good offensive opportunity really yet in this period. So this is exactly what UNLV wants here.
UNLV still on the pressure. Let's go on, playing that down low. Max Johnson for the slot. Gets to Cole Wyatt. Wyatt now. Up ice, McCollum with a drive. Blocked in front. McCollum checking his twig, making sure it's not in disrepair. Alec Johnson gloves it down. Tries to dance through. Can't. Good puck support for Gallant. Feeds it up to the point for McCollum. There's Max Johnson to his brother Alec. Touch pass for Cole Wyatt from the dot. Wyatt, cross ice feed, one-time drive there from Max Johnson. Couldn't get all of that. And puck sent down for Benedetto. Plays that one up, one touch. And UNLV's right back in the zone, but fresh legs out there for SDSU. Gallant, up ice, tapped back in. Now here's Gallant, stops up. Pressure by 3 Aztecs. Now Cole Wyatt takes a bump, plays it up for Alec Johnson. Now back for Cole Wyatt. Wyatt drags that through, plays it back up, knifed in by Alec Johnson. Settled down, played back in by Alec Johnson. Now Cole Wyatt around the horn, plays it up. McCollum knifing that one through, keeping it at the line. Alec Johnson's gonna get changed up. UNLV getting some fresh legs out there, and here's one of them. Caleb Strong feeds it to the slot, tipped on net by Mensch. Good blocker save there by Fuller. Delayed penalty coming up on the Aztecs. And they'll touch up. They did touch up right there.
Took a little, yeah.
But it took the second guy to come through, but regardless, stoppage of play. UNLV going to the power play, and it looks like it's going to be Lucas Bellig sitting. Going to watch for the official sign here. Away from the camera. It's going to be a hook.
But in the possession before, I want your thoughts on this. Benedetto decided not to take the icing there and played it, try to make a stretch pass. He did. But what are your thoughts on that? Because you're up 5-1.
Logan Thompson the other night for the Vegas Golden Knights. A good heads-up pass. He hit Jonathan Marchessault, the Conn Smythe winner. Ended up scoring on that play, getting a goalie assist, which is kind of rare sometimes. But just a good heads-up play, trying to keep the tempo of play up and trying to keep SDSU on their heels. And even they're getting changed up there, so maybe even trying to catch SDSU on a bad change, coming out and just playing it straight up the ice.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. It was catching SDSU on a bad change because a lot of the players thought it would be icing, so they were kind of slow going over to the bench because they knew they were probably going to have to stay on the ice. And Benedetto wanted to take advantage of it. UNLV's had the advantage the whole third period, and he even thought that, hey, why put that momentum in jeopardy by taking the icing?
And maybe not even a bad change at that. I mean, they're getting changed up. They see Benedetto's coming out to play it, so they don't really, maybe they don't think that he's going to be playing the puck as aggressive. So they're like, oh, let's get changed up, get fresh guys out there. And then Benedetto trying to catch them on their toes. As UNLV still working the power play, just over 30 seconds gone on the man advantage. No chances yet thus far. Here's McCollum. Down low for Alec Johnson in his wheelhouse. He has a goal from there tonight. Now for Mensch. Heath Mensch below the goal line, feeds it up. Now McCollum looking. Johnson with a drive, tipped on, skips through the blue paint. Mensch couldn't get his stick on it to try and jam it home. A minute to go on the SDSU PK, and here's Mayer. Braden Mayer taking this 1-on-2. Mayer skating in, plays it up, and tipped out of play. 53 seconds to go in the SDSU penalty.
Yeah, Mayer doing everything that he can. He understands it's a 1-on-3, but you're not going to get a lot of opportunities. You got to take the ones that you're going to get, even if they're not favorable to you. It's a little over 13 minutes left on the clock, and you're down by 4 goals. You got to take any opportunity that you could get.
Just got to keep pushing. 9 shots on goal. UNLV quadruple out shooting the Aztecs right now as we play. 36-9. So they're going to start it out here. Chipped in by Max Johnson. Played on, swung out. And Max Johnson can't stop that up. Now here comes SDSU. Shot there off the iron. SDSU finding the post. Short-handed, final 20 on the UNLV power play. Cole White feeds Dalmonte, shooting one. Save made by Fuller, holding for a whistle. And that was Sean Devaney finding the iron there, short-handed.
That's probably the last time in the season I'll probably say this, but Johnson got a little bit caught up on his heels there. Didn't think that there was going to be a rush coming from San Diego State, and they took advantage of it and possibly had a short-handed opportunity.
It looked like he kind of stumbled a bit, maybe caught an edge. Dalmonte with a drive off the skate of Max Johnson, and the aforementioned Johnson twin going to be going for a penalty delayed call on UNLV. That's going to be Faraz getting the extra man on.
Looks like UNLV is trying to kill clock at the same time here with this delayed penalty.
And play it on. Mason Kelly touches up on the forecheck, and we got the whistle. And it's going to be Alec Johnson. Can imagine it's going to be a hook, and it looks like
this might be a 5-on-3 because Kelly looks like he's also getting sent to the box.
Well, it's going to be Max Johnson, and they're not letting Kelly skate by the box. Looks like they might be putting him in there with him.
Didn't look like he did anything egregious either. I'm not sure what
they'll
they're
go to the
calling
bench.
Here.
A hook is the call on, or Mason Kelly will be posted. So it's going to be Kelly and Johnson. Kelly for unsportsmanlike and Johnson for a hook.
I mean,
and I didn't really see much. Maybe when we turned, he bumped somebody or said something, but I didn't
see
really
anything.
See much.
There's been a lot worse of no call. And we're ACHA Midnight Madness. It's called Midnight Madness for a reason. You're expecting a little bit more physicality from both teams, but I didn't see really much after the whistle from Kelly.
No, nothing much. Nothing like last night where you have like people getting tabletopped, as you said.
The tabletop, that was funny.
Plenty of dust-ups after the whistle, but officials wanting to go home and get out of here. Assessing penalties to everyone. SDSU working in, Mayer with a shot, directed away. Mayer with another drive, blocked in front, and another rebound, tipped away. Rink wide feed, SDSU still working it. SDSU still working that one. Mayer up ice for Ferraz. Ferraz steps in, shooting, tipped away. Belig. Shot there, tipped away by the stick of a Skating Rebel player, and we got a delayed call again. Looks like it's going to be on SDSU. It's going to be a hook. Waiting to see who's going to be going here.
4-on-3. I mean, this almost benefits UNLV with the amount of open ice. Even though San Diego is going to be on the man advantage, it's really going to favor UNLV. The less men on the ice for San Diego State, the bigger advantage it is for UNLV. Not just because of the man advantage, it's also because San Diego State, they block a lot of UNLV's shots. Just having 4 instead of 5, that's really going to play a difference when it comes to UNLV shooting. There's going to be a lot more space for them to shoot.
Well, with that space, 4-on-3 for about 1:05 now. Then UNLV is going to be staring a 49-second abbreviated power play in the face once both of their penalties are up. SDSU trying to just get it out of the zone. Bradley Gallant in on the forecheck. Playing hard, under 11 to go. 35 to go on the UNLV penalties. Now here comes UNLV the other way. Taken down at center is Fisher. He plays it on Gallant, one-on-one. Bradley Gallant cuts outside, shoots one. Blocked in front there. That was Max Cathall getting his knee in the way. Now SDSU playing it up. They gain the zone. Final 10 now on the UNLV penalties. Shot there. Misses the net wide, directed to the high glass. Now here's Nicholas Flanders. Flanders dances his way to the right wing boards. UNLV back to full strength. Now they're on the power play. UNLV taking their time. Drop pass for Mensch. Mensch gains his own. Final 10 in this third period. There's Alec Johnson. Johnson looking for another marker tonight. Johnson from the half wall looking down low for Mensch. Mensch now. Up ice. McCollum swings it for Strong. Strong looking. Seam pass tipped away. But there's Alec Johnson on it. There's McCollum at the blue line. Final 15. McCollum looking. There's Strong. Strong looking. Feeds one cross ice. Knocked down. Johnson just whiffs at that one out of yawning cage. Alec Johnson trying to get his second. No dice there for 22. And Black shot there through traffic. Save made by Fuller. And lifted out of the zone. SDSU back to full strength. A good last stand there in the waning moments of that man advantage. And a big reverse hit there. Heath Mensch showing the physicality. The young buck out of Vegas doing something he doesn't usually do, and that's throw the body. Getting his team fired up. Here's Johnson. Burke with a shot. Tipped away. Alec Johnson puts one on. Tried to bank it off of Fuller's back. Can't get that one to go. Alec Johnson with a good hit there. Now McCollum winds up with a drive. He scores! Happy birthday, Rob McCollum. A howitzer from the blue line. UNLV up 6-1.
Yeah, he lifted up the stick. Normally on the power play and when you're on offensive possession, normally trying to pass it, but Robbie's like, let me get the birthday goal. He shot it, found the back of the net. Happy birthday, and there's your goal right there, Robbie.
Rob McCollum getting this place jumping once again, injecting some life into City National Arena, a drowsy City National Arena. You could say 8:51 to go, we're back underway, and it's 2:02 in the morning here in Las Vegas, Nevada. UNLV matches the score they had last night. Here's Nick Flanders driving. Flanders settling the puck down. Now for Mazzillo, touched on there by Wyatt to keep it in. There's Mason Kelly. Kelly for Rand in the slot. Rand shooting off the bar. Bar down. It's emphatically waved off, and it's in the gear of Fuller and Tristan Rand.
He can't believe it. He thought he scored.
It looked to be in maybe for a split second, but guilty from our vantage point. It just rang off the bar and straight back into the blue paint.
I think that you got to go into the booth in this one. Looked pretty close, but also we don't want a booth review because it's pretty late right
Everybody wants to go home.
now. Yeah, and
Tristan Rand would want a booth review, but
yeah, I think even I think everyone would just rather let the clock keep
let
on
this one
ticking
go.
here.
Rand turns one on, misses that one. Can imagine Rand is going to be eager to try and get that one back.
But every goal matters because you can go down to goal scored in the standings.
And the
And
stat
that-
sheet
and
as
that
well,
one
just in
goal.
general. Kelly feeds it to Rand. Rand turns one again, tipped wide. Under 8 to go now. Now here comes SDSU. That's Hennessy. Feeds one cross ice. Can't reach his man. Flanders directs this one on. Tristan Rand shakes off a check. Puck support by Kelly. Back to Rand. Rand snap shot. Misses the net high. Tristan Rand
Just
really
missed.
looking. Played back in. Flanders is in on that one. Played off the side of the cage. And off the glass and out of the zone. UNLV in their own zone now. Played up ice. UNLV trying to break it out on their own half wall on the near side. They play it back in their own zone, back on the near half wall. Now it's Stathopoulos, floats that one on in, under 7 to go. Fisher, up ice, Barry looking, shooting one, he scores! And the PAT is good. UNLV up 7-1 now, courtesy of Jake Berry.
Jake Berry doing what Jose Posada does best, booting the extra point there, getting that 7th goal against SDSU. But I mean, you really saw them really explode in the scoring column in the second period. And it's just a tough weekend for SDSU because if you look at it, go into Thursday school day, then travel over to Las Vegas, play that night. The next day play at midnight and have a rowdy crowd throughout the game. That's really tough.
And a start the buses chant breaking out in the stands here at UNLV. UNLV doesn't want none of that. Max Johnson feeds Wyatt. Wyatt feeds one on. Turned away there by the pad of Fuller. Glove down in front. UNLV still on the forecheck. Whacked out of the zone there by Bertola. Under 6.5 to go. Up ice, here's Cole Wyatt. Wyatt looking, turns one on. Max Johnson dangling, shoots into the glove there of Fuller.
Yeah, Vinny caught them there on a line change. Looked like San Diego State, they're doing a line change. Looked like at first it was gonna be an icing, but it banked off the wall, off the half wall, went straight to Vinny, and realized it wasn't gonna be an icing. Made a little stretch pass, created an offensive opportunity for the Rebels.
Those heads-up plays stack up and really help out. At the end of the day, as you saw there, it generates a scoring chance. 6 to go now in this third period. UNLV starting it out. Alec Johnson up ice. Here's Heath Mensch. Mensch to the left wing. Strong moving on in. Misses the net. Caleb Strong with another scoring chance here tonight. And we got a penalty. On UNLV. We're going to await the sentence here.
Yeah.
Too many men.
I was thinking too many men, needed confirmation and got it. It's gonna be too many men on UNLV. Strong looking for his 3rd goal of the game. That was crazy in the second period when he almost got himself a hat trick in one shift, got 2 goals in one shift.
Still looking for that 3rd.
Still looking for the 3rd.
UNLV back on the PK. SDSU in the zone. That puck knifed out there by Jaden Ness. That puck hitting the linesman. That dump-in attempt. The linesman appears to be a bit shaken up. He'll skate on. And here comes SDSU. Played up. Benedetto out. Doesn't play it though, can't get there. It's gonna be sent on out. Final minute now. Under 5 to go. Stretch pass. Picked up at the blue. But sent back on out. SDSU swinging it, trying to get back into the zone. Cross corner dump stopped up by Benedetto. Leaves that one on. Played around by Barry and then lifted out by Del Monte. Played back down low. UNLV in on the forecheck. That's Gallant and Flanders. Final 30. Here comes SDSU. Here's Faraz through center for Yao. Yao gains a red. Cross corner dump. Whacked out. Here's Del Monte holding. Penalty expires for UNLV. They're back to full strength. Del Monte skates this one into the zone. Del Monte feeds it to the slot. Kick save there by Fuller. Puck loose. Whacked away. Down length of the ice. Ison's waved off. Seam pass picked off. But UNLV gets as far as a red. SDSU gains the zone again. But they get as far as a blue. There's Stathopoulos. Shakes off a check. Stathopoulos still in there. Going to work. Staples is the man of the glass. Good pickpocket by Kelly into the shoulder there.
A little premature whistle there, I think. Looked like Fuller, I don't think he had full control of the puck. It looked like it went off his shoulder, got a little stuck, but didn't look like it got stuck in his jersey. It was kind of tumbling out, and it did, but the whistle was already blown. So it's going to be 3 minutes on the dot, offensive zone face-off for UNLV. As the crowd's still singing along, I don't know how they are. Gotta give them credit.
Shot there from Rand, misses the net high and wide. Kelly looking from the half wall. Gets pickpocketed there by Devaney. Played back. UNLV will take possession. Here comes Tristan Rand. Rand now cuts to the left wing. Looking, shooting one into the chest there of Fuller.
Definitely want to get the shot a little bit lower there, try to get it off the blocker. But at least put it on net. Good job there by Rand to try to create an opportunity on a odd man possession there.
UNLV getting set for the draw. Final 2.5 and some change here. Face off one there by Strong. Swung over to Mensch. Mensch under siege, leaves that one on for Johnson. That's Alec. Plays that on for McCollum. McCollum moving on in, below the goal line. Wraps one on, pad save there. A lot of jamming at it, but Fuller finds it and holds for a whistle. McCollum looking for a second on his birthday.
Gotta give credit to Fuller. I know it's so hard. He's given up 7 goals, but facing 50 shots, and that's really tough. Against UNLV on their Midnight Madness, one of the best scoring teams in the ACHA, best in the WCHL on the power play. That's just a tough matchup, and I feel like Fuller has done a good job this weekend.
For facing just about 100 shots in 2 games, back-to-back, and like you said, the midnight puck drop tonight. Gotta give credit where credit's due. So creep up to the final 120 seconds here tonight, or this morning rather.
Morning, it's the red eye game.
Gonna have some red eyes waking up in a few hours. Here's Strong, feeds one across and they score. Luke Burke breaking through once again this weekend, and UNLV goes up 8-1.
Now Burke wanted to do the little quarterback sneak for the 2-point conversion and got it.
The tush push.
The tush push, as Eagles fans like to say. Now everyone says that play is, they want to get rid of it. It's overpowered. It's really not though, because you saw that Jalen Hurts fumbled it, and other teams can't perfect it either. So
the Giants injured multiple offensive linemen trying to replicate that, so it's not an easy feat.
It's really not. And also, I like how the Eagles kind of shift the play a little bit. They hand it off to their running backs sometimes. It was a cool little play they did against the Commanders, but still got a minute and a half of hockey here. UNLV versus SDSU. This game is all but over, 8-1. I don't really see an opportunity here for the Aztecs to come back, unless if they can actually go on the field, score a touchdown, then it'll be a tie game.
This might be able to at least start that. They're going on the power play here. It's going to be a cross check. Waiting to see who's going to be posted, but if UNLV kills us off, it'll be Jake Berry.
Crowd is still chanting at 2:15 in the morning. Gotta give him credit.
Don't know how they're doing it, Gildy. Running on E. Been up for almost 24 hours, technically speaking here.
Goodness.
Shot there through traffic by Mayer, knocked down. And stopped up by Fuller. Now Bellig, final minute here in this one. Sigh of relief for potentially many of you watching at home. Shot there, Mayer lets one go, blocked in front, loose puck directed behind the goal. Mayer puts one on in tight, paddled away by Benedetto. Final 40 as Ness whacks this one down the ice. Bellig waits, final 30. Mishandling the puck there was Devaney, final 20. And SDSU will just hold. Final 10. And Nick Flanders skating back. And they'll all go celebrate with Vinny Benedetto, another win on the year. UNLV stays perfect. And they've won the last 3 Midnight Madness games in a row, Gildy.
And keeping the home record perfect. Great crowd type playoff-like atmosphere here at City National Arena. And I bet everyone watching it now is gonna get ready to head to bed or start off their morning, because someplace is gonna be like 5, 6 a.m.
We'll see what'll happen with us, Gildy. If with me, I'm going straight to bed as soon as I get home. Big day ahead of me tomorrow, but can probably assume that UNLV is gonna celebrate a bit as a fight song for UNLV plays. The crowd chants the fight song all the way through. And the players shake hands in the middle of the ice. And up next, Gildy, a bit of a break next week for UNLV. Then the week Formula One's in town. UNLV's in Chicago, playing in the Chicago Classic. They won it a couple of years ago. They're back again, playing a crop of teams that they picked. Then they're off again for a bit of a Thanksgiving break. Then they're back home here at City National Arena. Before that, they play Arizona. Tough team. They already played Arizona once. They swept them. But Jamestown's coming to town. First time they've been at City National Arena in just about a year and a half. Almost 2 years.
No, it's funny, that was my first ever game I've ever been to for UNLV hockey. Was one of the games against Jamestown. Should be a great matchup. They're a very good team in the ACHA, very well respected. Have a good record in the postseason as well. So would like to see how UNLV does against a team like Jamestown. Some of the opponents that they played so far earlier some of those teams that don't make as much noise in the playoffs, don't make as much noise in nationals. Jamestown, that's a very tough opponent. They're going to be playing them at home. Can't wait to see how this Rebels team is going to take their perfect home record and extend it into the Chicago Classic.
But we're not going to keep you guys long.
We're not going to keep ourselves here very long, Dom.
For everyone here at the UNLV hockey broadcast team, myself, Dominic Lavoie, Ryan Gilder, AJ Reed, Zoe Salas, Jessica Sobel, our cameraman Rolando, heading down from his perch. We're all going to say good night finally.
Also, good morning.
Good morning to those who are starting your day off. We'll be back in about a month and a half when Jamestown comes to town. You all stay safe, and we'll see you next time.